Good morning. We are in unit number 4. Unit number 4, and we have seen till now what is a magnitude comparator, and what about a 4-bit binary adder, meaning a parallel adder, and how to implement a 4-bit magnitude comparator in LT Spice also, that we have seen in the last class. And moreover, I have given a brief introduction of your encoder, decoder, multiplexer, and we will just refresh the decoder, encoder, multiplexer and demultiplexer in today's class. So decoder, it's nothing but a multi-input and multi-output logic circuit. It is a multi-input, multi-output logic circuit. For example, if you have n input lines, you will be having 2 power n output lines. So if you have n input lines, the decoder circuit, it's a combinational logic circuit. What is a combinational logic circuit? The output of the circuit depends only on the present input, that is said to be combinational logic circuit. And if you have n number of inputs, you will be having 2 power n number of outputs. State for example, if I am having n is equal to 2, so 2 power 2, you will be having 4 output combinations. Possible output combinations is 4. Okay. So based on the input lines, number of input lines that you are using it or giving it, you will be getting your output. E is the enable pin of the decoder. Only if you give an enable pin to be active, that is 1, this input will be transferred to the output. Whatever input that you are giving will be transferred to the output. So it decodes n input lines to 2 power n output lines. So coming to 2 power 2, which is nothing but 2 to 4 decoder. So assume that you have an enable signal, you have two inputs A and B, okay, A and B. So the possible input combinations will be 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. If your enable signal is 0, whatever may be the input combination, if A, B, if it takes all of the 4 combinations, the output won't be active. So only if your enable signal is 1, your decoder IC or decoder chip will be active, and whatever is there, your input, that will be transferred to your output lines. So 0 0, if your input combination is 0 0 and also your enable signal is 1, your output will be 1 at the Y0 line, meaning Y0 line. Look here, this is equal to the min term. So 0 0 is M0, 0 1 is M1, and 1 0 is M2, and 1 1 is M3. So if you're routing the min term to the corresponding output, you are routing the or I can even say you are routing the input combinations, input combination to the corresponding output, binary input combination to the corresponding logic combination, to the corresponding BCD combination or your decimal combination or your min term output, you can take in either way. 0 0 means your min term is M0, so it is instead of M0, since your active output line is Y, so Y0 is active as 1. Similarly 0 1, Y1 is 1, 1 0, Y2 is 1, 1 1, Y3 is 1. Okay. So if I write the if I relate the input and the output combination, Y3 is nothing but AB, and Y1 is nothing but A bar B, Y0 is nothing but A bar B bar, whereas Y2 is nothing but A B bar. Okay. So we can also implement the decoder by using your logic gates. So I have implemented here with the help of AND gates. I have taken 4 lines A bar, B bar, and I have taken 4 AND gates for implementing Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. Okay, this is 2:4 decoder. Similarly, 3:8 decoder, you have 3 input lines, you will be having 8 output lines. So, 2 power 3, which is nothing but 8. Again, you will be routing the combinations, only your binary input combinations to your corresponding minterm output combinations. So, it will be M0, M1, 2. Keep in mind these are all the minterms up to M7. This you will be routed to, this is similar to, this is one and the same to as Y1 to Y7, Y0 to Y7. So, enable signal has to be 1. So, if 0 0 0 means Y0 will be active, sorry, this is enable is 0. So, none of the output will be active. So, if enable signal 1, when your input is 0 0 0, Y0 is 1. Okay. This is 3 power 8 decoder, 3 power 8, 3 to 8 decoder. Okay. So, the next thing is encoder. The reverse of decoder function is encoder. The reverse of decoder function. Okay. So, encoder will be having 2, meaning there you had n input lines, am I right? N input lines, and then you had 2 power n output lines. That is your decoder. But here you have 2 power n input and you have n output lines. Okay, you have n output lines. So, we have 4 cross 2, meaning 4 input lines and you have 2 output lines, the reverse of your decoder. So, and 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 0 1, and if all are 0, A and B is 0. Okay. So, 0 0 0 1. Okay, 0 0 0 1. Instead I can even take okay, here I have taken D3, D1, D2, D1. I can even take D2, D1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 0. I have typed it wrongly. Okay. So, if D0 is 1, okay, if D0 is 1, I can take D0 is 1, your input should be 0 0, input should be 0 0. Okay, and if D1 is 1, input is 0 1, and if D2 is 1, your AB output, it should not be input, AB output is 1 0, and if D3 is 1, you have 1 and 1. So, look here, and these are the inputs from D0, D1, D2, D3. Okay, D0, D1, D2, D3 are the inputs. If my input combination is this, namely 0 0 0 and 1. Okay, so D0 is 1. What is this? This is equivalent to, now your minterm is available at the input now, because it's the reverse of the decoder function. So, D0, it is 0 0. So, 0 0. So, output will be 0 0. Okay, 0 0. So, if I write the logic combinations here, so for A and B, A is nothing but D2 and D3, D2 and D3, and B is nothing but D1, B is nothing but D1 and D2 again. Okay, I'll just tell you again. If I want to write A, okay, A, it is D2 and D3, and B, it is D1 and D3. It is D1 and D3. So this is A is D3 and D3 common, and this is A is having D2 whereas B is having D1. This is D3. This is implementation of 4 cross 2 encoder by using logic gates. Okay, by using logic gates. So let me go ahead with the encoder again. So decimal to BCD. Decimal to BCD. We know that decimal number is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep this in mind. This is a min term. Now min term is in the input. Min term is in the input. Okay. So decoding in the sense from the min term decimal to the binary value you need to decode. I mean you need to encode. You need to encode. Okay. You need to encode. So 0 means 0, 0, 0, 0. So in the output of the encoder you should have this one. Okay. So 4 combinations, output combinations A0, A1, A2, A3. If I write your output, how will you write? A3 bit, these two are 1. So M8, M9, I will write the logic function as this. A2 is this, A1 is this, and A0 is this by looking ahead with the inputs. Input and the outputs. Okay, input and the outputs. I will be writing the logic functions. And implement this by using your gates. I have done this. M8 and M9, M4, M5, M6, M7, A2, and M2, M3, M6, A1, M1, M3, M5, 7, 9. That is for your A0. This is your decimal to BCD encoder. Decimal to BCD encoder. Okay. Okay. So let me come ahead with multiplexer. Okay. So multiplexer, you will be going ahead in this presentation. We will be covering 4 to 1 multiplexer, 8 to 1 multiplexer, 16 to 1, and again the reverse function of multiplexer is demultiplexer, and I am going to tell what is the difference between demultiplexer and the decoder, demultiplexer and the decoder. Okay. So what is a multiplexer? Okay, it's nothing but a digital switch. Okay, digital switch that has multiple inputs and it has a single output. Okay, it has multiple inputs, you have a single output, and you have along with the inputs you will be having select lines also. Okay. So based on the select lines, whatever input will be there in the input lines, for example the select lines will decide which input has to be transferred to the output, which input has to be transferred to the output. 2 to 1 multiplexer will be having 1 select lines, and 4 to 1 will be having 2 select lines. I will tell you what is select line and all. So this is 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, is to 1, is to 1, is to 1, is to 1. So 1 select line here, 2 select line here, 3 select line here, 4 select line here. Select line determine which input is to be connected to the output. Okay. So assume here you have a sound system at your home. Okay. You can have an MP3 player, and you have a laptop, and you have a satellite, digital satellite from where you need that should be the data that is sent by your satellite or your dish antenna, that will be transferred to your sound system or your VCD or your player. Okay. So you have multiple sources of input here. You have multiple sources of your input here, and you need to decide which input has to be played in your sound system. Okay. You may select your MP3, or you may select a laptop, or you may select your dish, or you may select your VCD player. That depends on your select lines. So select lines you have A, B. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. 0, 0 means you are going to select MP3. and 0 1 means laptop, and 1 0 means your dish, and 1 1 is your VCD player. So depending on the selected input, you're going to connect your sound system. So keep in mind, your select signal determines which input is to be transferred to the output. Input is this, output is this. And 4:1 multiplexer. So inputs, assume those 4 inputs, your MP3, 4 inputs, you have one output Y and 2 select lines AB. So AB will be having 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So D0, D1, D2, D3 will be your input sources, the multiple input sources that will be transferred to your Y. These are the waveforms. When you draw your waveforms, see your select line 0 0, whatever data available in your D0 will be transferred to your output. D0 is low, so this is low. And the select line is 1 0, whatever data available in your D1, it is high, so high will be transferred to your output. Okay, this is how you can correlate your input and the output of your multiplexer, 4:1 multiplexer. Okay. So you have 4:1, 8:1 and 16:1 multiplexer with 3 select lines. Okay, with 3 select lines. And what is a demultiplexer? What is a demultiplexer? So demultiplexer, it's nothing but a digital switch with a single input source. You have a single input, vice versa of your multiplexer is demultiplexer. You have a single input source and multiple outputs. Here also you have select lines. Select lines determine which output the input is connected to. Okay, which output the input is connected to. So you have again 1 2 2 and 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, 1 to 16, like this. Again you have 1 select line, 2 select line, 3 select lines and 4 select lines. Again let me have a typical example here. So you have a single source, namely your laptop or your desktop. Okay, so from the desktop you have a printer, you have a fax machine, you have an inkjet printer and you have a pen plotter. Okay, so the select line determines, okay, as I said, the select line determines which output the input is connected to. Okay, which output the input is connected to. Is it okay? The reverse of your multiplexer. So if I'm connecting a laser printer, so my input is connected to the laser printer. My input is connected to the laser printer. So 0 0 means laser printer. So this is your DMUX. And again this is your input is X and output is D0, D1, D2, D3. So D0, D1, D2, D3. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So this is your DMUX. This is your DMUX. Okay. Guys, please hold. I'll be back. Yeah. So this is about a demultiplexer. So X represents your output. X represents your output. So the waveforms for your demultiplexer. So the select line will determine that the input is connected to which output. The input is connected to which output. So now the select line is 0 0. The input is X, that should be connected to D1. That should be connected to D0. I'm sorry, D0. Accordingly, you can take ahead with your demultiplexer waveforms. Okay, demultiplexer waveforms. And let us have one problem with decoder. Okay, so you know already code conversion. So this is nothing but octal to XS3 code conversion using your decoder IC. Okay. So this is your decimal octal, as I said already, octal and decimal or octal and decimal number are quite similar from 0 to 7. 0 to 7. We have taken only up to 0 to 7. So that is 8. That is 8 octal. So binary is 0 0 0 and 1 1 1, and the same thing is for your octal and binary will be same. Okay, octal decimal and octal to binary is same for 0 to 7. Okay, binary code. Only after this 7 your binary and octal will differ. Okay, right. I repeat, we are going to octal to XS3 conversion. So octal is 0 to 7. Octal and its equivalent binary will be same from 0 to 7. 0 to 7 of your decimal. So here I have written 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1, everything I have written here. And XS3 table, XS3 is nothing but, what is XS3? BCD plus 3. BCD plus 3. BCD is from 0 to 9. So 0 plus 3 is 3. So BCD is this. 0 plus 3 is 3. Its equivalent binary is 0 0 1 1. Its equivalent binary is 0 0 1 1. Okay. I repeat. Look here. BCD is this. This plus 3 will give you your XS3. 0 plus 3 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So that is 0 1 0 0. 2 plus 3 is 5. 0 1 0 1. 3 plus 3 is 6, 0 1 1 0, and 4 plus 3 is 7, 0 1 1 1. It goes on and on. Okay. So output pin of your decoder. Output pin of your decoder. So decoder, you have n input, 2 power n output. So input is 3 bit. So 3 is to 2 power 3. So 3 is to 8. So this 3 is nothing but your 3 input is nothing but your A, B, C, and I said decoder you will be relating to your minterm. So M0 to M7, but here you won't be having in terms of M, you will be having Y to Y7. So that is how here it is. So this is 0 0 0 0 0 1 ABC inputs, and X4 is your output. In your decoder you have your output as Y0 to Y7. Okay, so 74138 IC is used as a decoder, and Y0 to Y7 is pin number 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, is it okay? Okay. So now let me write down the functions x1. If I write the functions x1 in terms of min terms, 1 2 3 ones are there, it is m5 6 7 x1, and x2 again m1 2 3 4, x3 is m0 m3 m4 m7, and x4 is m0 2 4 6. Okay. This is how I will be writing down the functions. Writing down the functions. Okay. Right. Hmm. Okay. So now what is the meaning of this? X1 is M567 means if any of your minterm is 1, your output X1 has to be 1. If any of your minterm 567 is 1, your output X1 has to be 1. Okay, keep that in mind. This is so this has to be connected together. This has to be connected together. This has to be connected together. So M5, M6, X7, M7 is nothing but your in your if you are using a decoder, it is Y5, Y6, and Y7. Okay. So let me go it here. No need of this. So 74HC138, 74HC138. So you have enable signal. I already said that you have enable signal in your decoder. Only if you give an enable signal, your decoder will be active, and then your input will be transferred to your corresponding output. So you have three enable, two of them are E1, E2, which is an active low signal. You have to give 0.8 volts, 0.8 volts from the data sheet. You can refer your data sheets of 74HC138, 0.8 volts. And E3 is you have to give a high signal. Okay, so let me give 2 volts here. And Y7 is ground. Okay, Y7 is grounded. And 8th is grounded, again your second ground. Okay, so you have three inputs, A0, A1, A3, decoder, 3 input. This we are going to give an octal input. This we are going to give an octal input. Okay, so X1, okay, X1, as I said, you have minterm 567. X1 you have minterm 567 and X2 1 2 3 4. Okay, X1 minterm 567 and X2 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is 16 is VCC of your decoder IC and 8 is ground of your decoder IC. So Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6 and Y7. Okay, Y7 is grounded. We don't bother about Y7 here. Okay, so now we are going to connect this Y0, Y1 to this 74HC10 is your 3 input NAND. Okay, 3 input NAND. So Wi-Fi 6, 7 you are going to give it to 3 input NAND. So the output from it will be your X1. Okay, 1 2 3 4 7 4 HC20 is your 4 input NAND, 20 is your 4 input NAND, 20 is your 4 input NAND. So 20 is your 4 input NAND. Here you're going to give your inputs here. Okay, you're going to give your inputs. See here, other than your X1 you have 1 2 3 4 0 3 4 7 0 2 4 6. Okay, this has to be connected to 2 input NAND, 4 input NAND, everything. Other than your X1, for every minterm you have 4 input combinations, 4 minterm input combinations. So that is why I am using 74HC20, and with this you keep in mind you are going to connect this 74HC20 and 10, the output of the decoder IC, and you are going to visualize this X1, X2, X3, X4 in your output. Okay, You can keep trying this by using your LT Spice, and you can check whether you are getting your output. With this, I will stop today. Thank you.